What is good, everybody? Angerbaker 1023 here, back with a Pokemon Black and White Wi-Fi battle. Here I have a UU game against some guy whose name is like Angry Walrus, who I found on the Smoking Wi-Fi Battle Finder. It's a really cool name. And basically, for anyone that's new to coming over for Pokemon, because I had another video up today, thank you guys very, very much for subbing to my channel. Here, I have a UU game, which is the tier I mostly do on this channel, but I want to expand my tier. I just haven't had time to salve. But with finals coming up, I'm going to have so much extra time, like, because I don't have school, I just have to take the final and go. So I just take the final, gone, salve pokes, go out with my friends. I'm going to have so much more matches and so much more pokes salved out. So let's get right into this one. He is going to lead off with this Exelf, and I'm going to lead off with my Dusclops, which if you don't know this Dusclops set, which you probably all do, because it's the only Dusclops set I've run on this channel, but I do have another Dusclops set. This is the sub Cursed Pain Split set. So I know he's probably going to go for the substitute, or we're going to switch out knowing he probably can't hurt my Dusclops, because not a lot of Exelfs can, but some can. So he decides to go for the rocks, and I get my sub up, and he's actually going to go for the U-turn. It's definitely not going to break my sub, because Dusclops is a motherfucking boss. And since he probably knows I'm probably not going to have the Will-O-Wisp because I have the sub, I'm going to go for the curse right here, and I'm going to do it. It's going to obviously do a lot to Azumarill, because it takes off HP after every turn. So here, I know he's going to definitely try to break my sub with whatever move he decides to go for. He decides to lock himself into Agua Jet, which I can deal with later. And I'm going to go for the Pain Split here, knowing that Azumarill generally tend to carry a lot of HP, just because natural HP, like naturally high HP stats, and this one might have not been choice banded. As you can see with the no leftovers, it probably is a choice banded set. Only thing that really makes sense on Azumarill is a choice band or leftovers. So here, I'm going to switch out into my Blastoise, knowing I gotta take the Agua Jet, which is definitely coming, and I'm really gonna do nothing to my Blastoise. So Blastoise is a motherfucking boss. It's my physical defensive wall I've been using a lot, and I want to salve. Like I said, you've seen this Blastoise so many times. I want to salve so many more pokes. So Curse is going to clean out that Azumarill Curse. Just I didn't hit that Azumarill with one legitimate hit. So here I kind of make a stupid play as in leaving my Blastoise to take the Fake Out. Yes, it is my physical defensive wall, but I do have Dusclops that has the immunity, and I kind of didn't want him to predict that in U-turn or predict that in Shadow Claw. I didn't really want to take that damage on my Dusclops, but I decided to stay in for a Fake Out in a U-turn. I'm not sitting in a really good range of HP right here, and I'm not really liking that. So here, I should have predicted this one for Dragon Tail, because I don't pack Ice Beam on this thing. I decided to go for Scald, stab, whatever, hit with it. If that hits the Roserade, does absolutely jack shit. So now I have some knowledge that it's especially defensive Roserade. So, basically, I'm thinking here, my Dusclops can tank anything any single hit this thing could possibly throw at me. And I could probably respond with a Curse, a Pain Split to get back up to full. Well, not full, very high range of HP, if not full. Probably not full, but high range of HP. Or I could just go for a Curse right from there and just get the residuals as much as I can. So here he's going to switch out, and I'm actually just going to go for the Pain Split because it does collapse at 103 HP. It's, although not useless, it is not the best, and I decided not to go for the substitute. If I would have subbed then Cursed then Pain Split right there, I would have been at a really high amount of HP, and it would have done he would have taken lots more HP off him, and I would have been sitting in a better boat to not be subdued to the he could probably go for taunt, and I have to lock myself in a Nightshade or something, but whatever, that's over with and done with. And this is really good. If I didn't mention this in the beginning, this ends up being a really, really, really good match tight till the end, so definitely stick around. I don't know why I'm saying this mid-game, but whatever. So, I know Sableye is going to have a status. Now I see the Will-O-Wisp. I think he's probably got Will-O-Wisp, Taunt, Recover, and Nightshade. So I go into my Shaman to absorb the status because it's my because I have Natural Cure, and I know he's gonna go switch into the Roserade, so I go for the HP Fire, and that does jack shit to the Roserade. So he scares me out with his stab Sludge Bomb, which would definitely do a hefty chunk to my Shaman, even though it's bulky. That's why I'm not saying it would kill me, because I might be able to live at that range of HP, but that's nothing. I'm not staying in on that, so I'm going to switch into my Dusclops for the resistance and to take this hit really nicely. So, actually, after this play, I kind of miscalculated wrong, because mental math, what's it called? Pain's Curse does half of your HP. It takes away half your HP to lay the curse on the foe. And I kind of did my little quick mental math wrong when I was looking at my DS screen. I thought I was going to be able to live this curse with enough so I could switch out and probably switch back in and do a little bit of that shit if I maybe get the chance to spin away the rocks or something. But I end up not being able to survive the curse, so I'm just going to get a curse off on this Sableye, which you can definitely switch. You can easily get the priority recover, so not the best used to kill my Dusclops, and I have no check to that Ambipom, no like officially reliable check. So here I know he's gonna switch out, but I just wanted to go for my V create just in case he wanted to stay in and maybe something, because if I could kill off that Sableye, boy do I want to kill that Sableye. Sableyes normally troll like 10 times more than It didn't really troll me too hard this match. Not even gonna lie, I actually didn't have the biggest trouble dealing with him. So really good. So he's gonna bring in the Rapier, which is quite frankly pretty obvious. So it's kind of bad on my Dusclops right now, but I'm just gonna have to bring in the Blastoise because it's the best thing I can have. And I might be able to take one hit from this range, depending on what kind of variant. If he's a leftovers bulkier kind of variant, I know I'm definitely gonna be able to live a hit. But seeing how it kills me off, I'm not seeing life over lefties. He's definitely a choice banded variant, no questions asked. So here I'm gonna bring in my Crocodile, and here he makes a pretty good play. I make a good play. I didn't go for Pursuit because I knew he was going to switch out. I thought he was going to go into the Azelf to levitate, not to take the Earthquake, but instead the Roserade comes in. He's going to take the Crunch, but he's running a more special. I have higher base speed by like 2 points, and he's running a more special defensive set, so I'm going to be able to kill him off on the next turn. So I wish I was able to get that Azelf off guard. And now back in comes the Sableye. I don't really want him to risk missing the Sludge Bomb, or no, missing the Will-O-Wisp. It's not worth the risk. I'm going to need Crocodile later, and Crocodile does help me out later. So he's going to go for the Wisp, and it's not going to affect my Victini, because you know Fire and Fire doesn't really collide. So here, I overpredict very kind of shittily. If I would have went for Recreate, boom, Sableye gone. But I end up over predicting, which kind of sucks. And he makes a good play by staying in, by making me over predict. Also, how he goes for Nightshade here, which makes it a better play because now he does 100 HP to whatever I bring in, and he can get the priority with the cover. So my Zapdos is chilling, and I know he's not going to want to switch into Rhyperior right now because he can recover up, so he'll be at a high range of HP. I can go for the T-Bolt. No, actually, that's later. Oh, I sound like an idiot. That is, I'm sorry, very unprofessional. That is later in the match, but here I just have to Roost on the recover. So now, it's this turn when this happens. Well, I just went really in depth over nothing. Yes, I decide to Roost there. He goes for Will. It's going to end up missing, and I'm just going to go for Thunderbolt, so I'm going to knock him really, 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 really low. So I know he's going to want to bring this thing in safely again, so he's probably not going to want to stay in right now, so I'm going to be able to predict the switch out into the Rhyperior to take the T-Bolt that was going to kill off the Sableye. I'm going to go for that big Hidden Power Ice, and yes, there's controversy to run either Hidden Power Ice or Grass on this, what's it called, this, what the fuck's his name, this Zapdos. See, Grass would have, no questions asked, obliterated that thing. But Ice still brings him down really low, or another turn I could just kill him with another move, which is not too big of a deal, but like, and then you know Flygon. There's got so much plus and minuses about it. I still do prefer Ice over Grass. That's just basically it. So in comes the Apom, the Ambipom. I know the Fake Out's coming, and the best thing to take at this point is going to be my Shaman, and it's gonna not do as much as it's gonna do less than I'm like expecting. So I'm actually kind of happy about that. So I'm probably gonna be able to take another one later in the match, especially after leftovers and all that shit. So here I know the U-turn is definitely coming, so I'm gonna go into Zapdos to take that, just because even though I don't have any defensive EVs, just because just legendary and just the resistances from the flying type. So I'm going to end up taking this U-turn. Not the best, but I'm just giving. He has to switch initiative now to take on my Zapdos. And whenever he wants to bring in, I am susceptible to. He gets to pick what he wants to do when he wants to do it. So he decides he's going to bring up the Gazelf, which is a good play because it's faster than me, no questions asked. Unless I have a Scarfed variant, but we all know I'm not a Scarfed Zapdos by now. I've already seen tons and tons of Life Orb and switching of moves. That's no point of you mentioning that. So gonna bring out Meek Millie, racked out. Gonna bring out Meek Mill, my Victini, and here is a little bit of a play. I'm just gonna go for the V-Create on anything, so I'm gonna kill whatever he had. Decides to leave this thing as Death Fodder. But I'm thinking right here that I have 87 HP. I'm not taking any more residuals. In my head, I just take out my calculator. I go to the calculator tab on my computer, typed in 342 divided by 4, because it gets cut. It's 1/4 damage from me with the Stealth Rock, and it said that it's like 85.5. So I know I'm going to definitely be able to live another Stealth Rock switch in, which is very vital for me winning this match. So me just Victini just purely taking no hits, just like the Stealth Rock damage. I would have got the Rocks away, would have been a lot better. But since I only had to just take those little bit of Stealth Rock's damage, I'm going to be able to live another Stealth Rock and switch in. I'm going to be able to fire off another V-Create on whoever the fuck he wants. So he went for U-turn, gives me the switch initiative, and he puts me in a kind of sticky situation right here as he's going to bring in the Sableye. So I didn't want to go into Crocodile because he has a priority Will-O-Wisp, and I can't get this thing burned because it's very not helpful. But if he's the setup thinking, he's not going to be able to kill me as I do live with 2 HP, he's not going to really hurt me. So he's probably just kind of trying to recover stall, hit him with the V-Create, and probably do that twice until he's at to the point where he's faster than me, which just kill me off with a Nightshade. So go for the V-Create, and from almost full health, that's going to completely kill that Sableye. Sableye is out. So I'm susceptible to his last, which is Apom, but I do have this thing, and I do have my Crocodile, who might be able to fight this A-Palm depending on what he has. So I keep saying A-Palm. It's Ambi-Palm. So Ambi-Palm comes out, obvious fake out. He doesn't. I would have probably wouldn't have outspeed anyway, but whatever. So he's gonna go for the fake out. He's at a really low range HP. So here comes the star of the show, my shake weight, my frail little fucking crocodile, and he's gonna go for the low kick, and I'm like, holy shit, that's the match. Live it with 6 HP, able to go for the crunch, and that is the match. So I win the game by 6 HP. I'm a choice banded set, so that's no question. That is overkill to the max. Get my Moxie. Crocodile with the win. So thank you guys for watching. That was a really great game. Angry Walrus. She didn't have a YouTube channel, so his link wasn't in the description. And I told you I would remember to find their names, and I had his name. So thank you guys for watching. Like, comment, rate, subscribe. Peace out. Thank you guys all.